Hi, I'm Pastor Peter. I'm standing here at the Central Station in Stockholm, and according to their own statistics, they have a little more than 300,000 visitors every day. It's not super busy right now, but I remember maybe 10 years ago when I was supposed to travel from the Central Station to northern Sweden where I used to live, and I was about ready to go get on my train, and then we heard this dinging noise, ding, 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 ding. And we looked up at the big board, maybe you can see it, the neon lights, and then we saw that every single train was delayed. Some major problem. Everything was delayed. And we waited for hours, and then we waited some more. And we asked the staff if they knew anything, and they had no clue. We just kept on waiting. The Bible. One of the storylines in the Bible is this long wait. Our first parents, Adam and Eve, were promised a Messiah, a savior from sin, but they didn't get to see the day when he was born. Abram was promised, along with Sarah, his wife, that they would have offspring, and that one of their offspring would be the savior of the world. And people kept on waiting and waiting and waiting. Maybe you see the lights in the ceiling here. And those are Advent decorations, which are very common in Sweden. We're celebrating Advent. On Sunday, we'll have the first of Advent. And what we celebrate when we celebrate Advent is really the Advent, the arrival of Christ. Since we are getting close to Christmas, it's about, or exactly 1 month away, we often think of Christ's first coming. Advent is also about Christ's second coming. But let's get back to the wait. Even though people had waited for thousands and thousands of years, there were people when Christ was born that were still waiting, that hadn't given up. We hear about the Magi, the wise men from the east who came to see him, to worship him, and to thank God for his birth. We hear about Simeon in the temple, who was waiting for the Messiah. And we hear about the apostles, the disciples, and people who listened to Jesus' teachings and realized that he is the Messiah, that they have been waiting for. I'm sure there are things in your life that you have been waiting for, that you pray for maybe, and you hope that they will come true, arrive, happen. And often when we wait, we can get a little bit restless. We think that things are taking too long. We wish that things would happen more quickly. But if we think about all the people who waited for the arrival of Christ without ever getting to see that day, maybe we can be a bit more patient. As we're getting ready to celebrate the first advent of Christ during Christmas, we also wait for his second arrival. We know that there's been a long wait up until today, but we also know that we shouldn't give up because God is never too late. Why don't you join me in this wait for Christ's return when we can greet him like the Magi did at the manger? Thanks for spending time with me today, and God bless your day. Bye now.